So today I have the 2020 Buick Enclave Avenir, and I'm going to showcase all the interior bits of this thing. So first up, let's start it up. First up with the info cluster, you can obviously see the tach on the left, and to the slight right of that, there's a nice little digital oil temp screen. The whole middle is digital, and then on the right you have another temps, your fuel gauge, and the battery voltage is on another little mini digital screen. Now for the main digital screen in the middle, you can cycle through info, audio, nav, phone, and settings, but for the most part it'll be in settings. So you have miles per hour, trip A, trip B, fuel range, and your instant fuel economy, which is 0 because I'm sitting still. You have the remaining oil life at 69% currently. The tire pressure for each tire in PSI, so the lefts are 1 down from the rights. Air filter life 80%. You have a timer if you wanted to use one, and then just a blank screen if you wanted to block out the speedometer. Let's put it back on miles per hour. Get you some looks on the side. So you obviously have your lock buttons on the door, normal windows, if you want to change your rear view mirrors. So you have the parking brake on the left, how dim you want the lighting for the interior, and then the lighting controls next to that. Get you a look at the steering wheel. So you have your cruise control settings on the side, the collision avoidance systems, the heated steering wheel button, you got your phone options. These are the buttons that kind of cycle through your radio, so instead of left right it's kind of an up and down. So right now if you see my radio, pop 2K, and then to the next station you would go up and it would go to the next one instead of left right. This is the buttons you control stuff on the dash that I was just showing you. So if I'm cycling up and down, that's how I was doing it. And of course volume control, but the volume control shows up there, it does not show up over there, which is kind of weird. But this is where the start stop button was. You have a nice crisp clear HD screen. You got traction control off on the left, all-wheel drive option, so if you push that, it turns off. Push it back on. Now modes, I just turned the mode button on and it went to sport. I push it again, back to tour, but let's just leave it in sport for fun. So down low, you have a nice display showing you, digitally what, or it's really analog, I guess, but some people call it digital, but it's really not. Showing you the exact temperature that you're selecting, a little knob for temperature. You got heated seats and then AC seats. So where I am right now, it's currently over 80 degrees, so I got the AC seats going. You have the fan control here. So if I push the fan controls, if I want to get more fan, it displays it on the nav screen. Climate controls, you can hit max, AC controls the rear, and then the same thing for the passenger. You can have them go together. There's also the auto button, which of course it's a little hot in here right now, but works nonetheless. Back here you have a cell phone pad mat. You have 2 USB slots and a little chip for maps, and then a headphone jack, which I don't really like in cars. I think you should be fully alert with your surroundings. You got the gear lever. Let me get you a better view. You have the gear lever. It's kind of awkward for me. I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of the ones that are in Fiat Chrysler vehicles where you kind of don't know where it is, but it works for me. Let me move my GoPro out, but this all hides. And to open it, push it. Got a nice center section. This comes out, and it's pretty deep. So my arm is kind of long, but whole forearm fits inside there. This middle section, you can take these out to clean them, which I like because a lot of items like that in cars, that was an oversight, and you can never actually really get your car fully cleaned. Get you some looks at the passenger side. So move that out of the way. You do get a latch on the glove box. I just hopped out of the 2020 Blazer, and it was interesting to me because it had a glove box button, but you get a good old glove box latch. You got Avenir on the seat headrests. This thing has 3 rows of seats. The second row has like captain's chairs. Or at least in my opinion, they're like captain's chairs. So this has a dual sunroof, so one for the back, and bar, and then one for the driver section. Let me swing this back around. Your normal OnStar SOS buttons that you know and love in all of GM's normal fleet. Let me go back to the nav screen and show off some more of the features. So some of the buttons I didn't mention, of course, is hazards, parking sensors, and lane change assist buttons. So let's go back to home. Good. The map doesn't actually show you where I am. So, home screen, normal home screen, you've probably seen a lot of Chevy's current offerings. Got your radio or whatever media you're currently playing. Phone, I don't have it connected right now. Map on the left. So, obviously, this comes with the 4G LTE hotspots that is pretty much standard in most of GM's vehicles right now. Audio, phone, nav, basically everything that's accessible on the information cluster. Users, settings, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, a bunch of apps, which if I click that, it's going to kind of ask me to sign into an account. Same with my Buick. I'm not logged into those things. You got some rear climate control, Sirius XM, the climate settings, which kind of, when I push this button down here to control the fan setting that I showed you for a second, it kind of gave it like a little third screen. Well, this is kind of the full screen if you just want to leave this up the whole time. And the cameras, which I've kind of featured in a lot of GM's current vehicles, starting with the GMC truck that I recently had. So that is front view, and that is the rear view of the Buick. Just some more views. The weird view where it puts the Buick, like if you had a drone. Same with the back, which I will say I like that it's actually a Buick. I was in the Chevy truck, and it was showing a GMC truck as the little icon. So you have the left and right tire views as well. Go through a lot of view. What is this one? No, that's just kind of panned out camera view. I'll just get it back to a normal view. What is that behind me? Just put it in front of me. But that is all of the interior bits you get with the Buick Enclave Avenir. Give you some more detailed shots before I end the video. So what do you think of the Buick Enclave Avenir? Let me know in the comments. Do you own one? Do you like your vehicle? Are you thinking about one? What did you like in this video? Anything. I'd love to chat with you in the comments. But thanks for watching. Bye.